Hey, great. And yeah, it's me again. I'm doing a video for a number of reasons. Just to show that I still appreciate your company, and it would never be any other way. There would never be a problem with that. So, uh, very happy to continue and transfer my beliefs into your screen and computer, whatever it is. And I'll start with my introduction. Right. I hope you can realise that I'm talking to you as much as I am myself. And if that information is useful for any future appointment we have with people or musicians, then I will keep it as a reference, and you can always refer to it on whatever media I use. I would like to go into more detail about being separate, how we have to know we are separate before we can understand exactly what's happening, and how we can relate to that in the best possible way we can manage. And that is quite easy, really. So if you imagine that I'm talking to you, but that is separate from you, obviously. And it's separate from me as well, because it already happens before I realise what it sounds like, what it is, what it sounds like, how it's coming across. So it's actually separate from me, because I can then see that that in order to be with that sound, I can actually change it in my own mind about the way it is pronounced, and about the way I can care about it. So all the time sound is being made, and it's being made carefully for the benefit of people. You can always care about it. You can always say, well, I love that. It's special. It's got my name on it. It's got my heart in it. It's got my love in it. And for that reason, I pass that on to you. I pass that care and that love onto you. But as I said, I'll get back to the point, right? Separate items, separate people, separate music always needs the realization that is the respect we need for it, to realize it is separate. Because all the time we are unaware that it's separate, or we just take it as granted as being there. We cannot actually see how we can join with it, how we can actually be a part of it. So it's like being confined in a place, or a situation, or a mind trap, and you can't see how to get out, because you don't realise you're in that mind trap. You don't realise you're confined by that. You have to realise you're confined by it in order to realise how to get out of it. You have to know you're confined to get out of the situation. So that's the same with people. That's the same with music. It's the same with people. You're not confined by it, but you can't realise it's there until you actually know it's separate, until you actually respect that separate identity that it has. And by doing that, you can then see that you can actually change it. You can actually merge with it. You can look at the notification of someone else, and you can say, I love that person. I love that person. That love wasn't there first, but you change everything as soon as you put that little bit of detail of your love into the other person. As soon as you put that detail into the other person, you change it. You change the music, you change the person, you change everything, So and then merging. So when we get as soon as we notice someone else is there, we don't have to worry about it, really. If we actually want to enjoy their company, all we have to do is really look at the notification, look at their finger coming around the door, look at their hand appearing, and say, well, that is part of love. That's part of life. That's life, and that's love, because that is the notification of someone else. That is the first step towards loving somebody else, to actually see the first part that appears, to actually know that they're appearing, and be aware of that notification as a not necessarily love for them, but love for the interaction, and the joining, the possibility of joining with them, and how we can make that into an experience which is a kind of music in itself, really. Yeah, a kind of music in itself. So we're all dim. We've got dim eyes until we know they're clear. Until we know they are open, they are dim. And that a lot of things dim lives. A lot of things dim our eyes. Dim our eyes. It's partly to do with the mind, the way we see through our eyes, the way we see that there is a lack of clarity. We are in a kind of misty place. We can't see our direction. We can't see where we were going. We can't find our way because our eyes are dim, and we must respect that dimness because there are obstacles. There are obstacles which we need to avoid, like a ship on the sea, and there's rocks and things like that. And that is really the life that matters, because it is the music of life. The music of life is more than just music. It's more than just music. It is actually the rhythm of life. It is the dance of life. And if we don't dance in life, we will not appreciate it. We will not appreciate how it works. And that dimness is really, that gets clouded by everything. Health, everything. It gets clouded by health and tired, everything to do with health, really. Tiredness, everything. So that dimness is also caused by distractions and any kind of other mental processes like guilt or negative emotions of any kind, really. And that dimness is what prevents us from really seeing the wall that is separating us from the world. And that wall is, we must get past that wall. We must see what is behind that wall in order to find what we really need from life. Anyway, I think I've said enough. I've gone on long enough. But that dimness is very important, and it is the way we communicate with the world, and the way we look at ourselves and see that we need to keep learning and keep straight on until the distractions stop and we can see clearly. Yeah, okay, I'll leave it there. Right, okay, have a good Monday, and may you enjoy the coming week. Yeah, catch you later. Right, brilliant, bye.